Back. Today we're going to talk about writing equations using a table. So we're going to try to write an equation that we can graph using a table. So at the top of my notes here I'm going to write writing equations from a table. Okay, and so what I need first is a table, and so I'm going to start out with something fairly simplistic. So we're going to start with an x here and a y, and I need some values. Well, the values in this one are going to be for my x: 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, and then one more, 500. And then down below we're going to go 14 and 20, 26, 32, and 38. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the equation. Well, the equation is going to be in a slope intercept form. So y equals a times x plus b. Okay, so we've got this table of values. So we know we're going to keep the y and the x part. So down here I'm going to put my y equals something x plus something. All right, so I need to figure out two things. I need to figure out one thing, two things. Okay, so let's figure out the first thing. The slope. Right, the slope is m. It goes, or the a. It goes before the x. So how are we going to figure out the slope? Well, we remember that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select some values from the table here. I'm going to give myself this one and this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my change in my y. So that's going to be 20 minus 14 over 200 minus 100. Okay, so when I reduce this fraction, or I solve the problem, I get 6 over 100 is equal to, now I know that 2 goes into both of those, so I'm going to end up with 3 over 50. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. I could put it in a fraction form, but I'm going to leave that for now. And that's going to go in here. So 3 over 50. Okay, so my second part is going to be my b. So 2. Okay, so I got to find the y-intercept. Well, if y equals mx plus b, I'm going to take a point. I'll just take this one. And I'm going to say 14 equals 3 over 50 times x, which is 100, plus b, which I don't know. Okay, and so now I got to solve a little bit of an equation. So I'm going to step over this way, and I'm going to make this 14 equals, now 3 over 50 times 100, this would cancel out. So 50 goes in once, and 100 goes in twice, so 6 plus b. Okay, so see how I did that? I'm solving this equation. I plugged in a y, I plugged in an x, and I plugged in my m that I knew. So I'll subtract 6 from both sides, and 8 equals b. So what happens is I take that b and I put it down here. So my equation becomes, simplified form, y equals 3 over 50 x plus 8. Okay, because that was my b here. So b goes in for 8. I kind of rewrote that. Okay, so that's how I find the slope and the y-intercept when I'm given a table. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.